What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy. What is it? Hump Day! That's right, baby. It is Hump Day, our favorite day of the week. Don't ask me why I like Hump Day.
51 jobs.
Oh, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Man,
now it's 50.
Charlie's messing things up. Give me 1 second, guys. Mr. Charlie on the squawk is just throwing me off the introduction here. Come on, Mr. Charlie. What are you doing? Let's make a few adjustments real quick. We're still getting used to this new intro shit. All right, guys. Uno momento. There we go. We're back. Ready to rock. We didn't go far too long. Anyway, guys, Hump Day. I don't know. Don't get out of your dirty mind, Skylar. I don't like Hump Day because it's got the word hump in it. I like camels. Not the cigarette either, buddy. What's up again, guys? I'm done screwing around. Seriously. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, as we say here inside of chat. Actually, inside of chat, we say Hump Day. Get us all fired up, ready to rock, ready to roll, ready to have an awesome day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. And hope you guys had a wonderful evening and that you guys are just fired up, ready to attack this day. Because not only has 2022 been great, right? The first week was phenomenal. But, I mean, the last couple of days have been great as well. I mean, Monday, not the best day, but we saw great profits inside of Profits Chat. But yesterday, you guys crushed it. I mean, I had an okay day. I came back after getting my haircut around 5, 6 o'clock, and I was just looking at your guys' chats, what you guys were talking about, looking in profits. I'm like, Jesus, they are absolutely crushing it. I love seeing that, guys. Taking the initiative, helping one another, identifying the opportunities that work for you, and making it happen. You guys are absolutely rocking. You guys are rolling, making me proud every single day. So keep up the amazing work, team, and let's make it happen once again today. Hit me with a good morning, guys. Skylar, what's up? Good morning. Angel, Mexoids, Dougie, Real Little Spaz, Colin, Kids King, J. Cohen, Rod, Ron, Jamie, the Art. My goodness, there's so many names to call out here, guys. Woo! We got Chris. We got Trader Girl Beth coming in clutch this morning. We got Mr. Corey in the house. Real Littles. Oh, my God, there's just so many. Guys, Barbie, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Everybody over on the tube. How we doing today, guys? Over on the tube. Alex, Roberts, Carla, Alberto. What's up, Alberto? Good morning. Happy to have you here. Peter, DBDB, what's up? Man, you haven't been here in a while, Mr. DBDB, the man, the myth, the legend. Steven, what's up? Good morning. Robert, Josh, do I need to resubscribe? I don't know. I do not know. Go to alphadaytrading.com. Go ahead and try and log in with your username and your password. And if it says you do not have an active account, it'll give you an option to resubscribe. If you go to log in, it says your user information was not found. You would just go ahead and re-sign up. But everything was transferred over to the new platform. Again, you're all set, ready to rock and roll. If you do have any issues, go ahead and reach out to support. All right, go ahead and click that little blue support button. We have a support team on standby, ready to help you out, all that good stuff, okay? But yeah, you should be all set, ready to rock and roll, Robert. Yeah, let's go. Hit me with a good morning, guys. Where are you guys tuning in from over on YouTube? Where are we at today? We in Indiana? We in Jersey? Where are we at? We in the UK? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Is it warm outside? Is it cold outside? Is it sunny? Is it gloomy? How are we feeling today? How are we all feeling? Are we happy? Are we motivated? Are we ready to kick some you-know-what in the markets? I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Let's go, J-Dub. What's up, buddy? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We got Boston, Cali, Palm Beach, CT. Good morning, sunshine. What's up? CT freezing your butt off? Yeah, 50 degrees down here. 50 degrees, 60 degrees down here in Florida is cold, right? It is cold. I feel like I'm freezing my butt off. Real Little Spaz is like one more month and he's coming down to Florida. He's going to be on the beach at 40 degrees. That was me my first year moving down to Florida. I was on the beach, right? 40 degrees, 50 degrees. I'm swimming in the ocean. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this douche? Like, who's this guy? Does he not know? It's like going to snow in the next couple minutes. Like, it's like 60 degrees. It's on the borderline of getting ready to snow. What's this guy doing in the ocean in December? Spaz is going to be that guy. He's going to be swimming in the ocean with the dolphins. Everybody else like me, I'm going to have my big winter jacket on like I'm getting ready to go to the ski resort. Yeah, 69 in Key West. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. 70, 75 is absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing a sweatshirt today. I love it, guys. Anyway, team, enough of just having some fun here this morning. Again, I want to go ahead and dive into it. Don't want to waste a lot of time. I want to talk about what we have going on today, where the opportunity is, where we are going to put our focus, and where we're going to make that money. Because again, I want to keep rocking and rolling and just absolutely crushing the start of 2022 in January and the end of this week as well. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and dive into our morning stock newsletter. If you guys are not subscribed to the morning stock newsletter, it's okay. I don't send it to you anyway. All right. I'm joking. Obviously, you guys, if you were subscribed to the morning stock newsletter and you're not getting the emails, I know I had to shut everything down. We had a lot of email issues going from old database platform to new database and platform, and our servers for emails are hosted on the database, right? So we just had issues during that rebuild and the migration, but everything's slowly coming back to being live. So if you are a former subscriber, okay, you're going to get an email saying, hey, I suck. I'm sorry. We're going to start sending you your emails again. If you don't want them, just click this button and I'll quit sending you emails. But just know, here in the next probably few days to a week, you're going to start getting your morning emails, right? Saying, hey, come check out our morning stock newsletter, okay? And then again, it's going to bring you right here to the morning stock newsletter. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Hump Day, January 12th, 2022, morning stock newsletter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:06 in the market. We have 24 minutes until we're all set, ready to rock, ready to roll. So once again, good morning. It's Hump Day, and we're all ready for another exciting day of trading. We did see some major profits in the market yesterday inside of Profits Chat as traders are getting into their new year groove. Man, I see it, guys. Taking that discipline, taking that consistency, everything that we did there in December. I mean, everything you hated me for in December because I was being an ASS to everybody, right? Making sure the tough love. You guys are getting in your groove. That momentum is definitely carrying into 2022, and I absolutely love it. What a way to start off the new year, team. Keep up the great work. Let's keep screaming woo about those profits as we trade again together today and absolutely make it happen. Again, you guys know the live stream inside of chat is up at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we jump on the mic right at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys ever have any issues whatsoever, click that little blue icon. So go to live trading rooms. There's going to be a little blue icon down here, or you can just hit support request. One of the two things. You can start a conversation if you have any issues. And again, you're all set, ready to rock, ready to roll. All right. Chat is open 24/7 as well. All right. So just because it says 7 to 7, that's when I'm actually with the live stream, right? 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the live stream. But chat technically is open 24/7, 365. So drop by anytime if you need any help. Go ahead and type that up in chat. If you want to say hello, say hello. We're always here to help you guys out. I will be popping in more often in the evenings to see if you guys are inside of chat. If you have any questions, to make sure you guys are always getting that help. Okay. Nice SLA, Josh. What's that mean? SLA. Slaw. Nice slaw, Josh. Slaw? I got cold slaw in the fridge. I didn't know you could see that. I'm joking. I'm really confused. Nice slaw? SLA? It's right over my head. You ever seen Jeff Dunham? Right? That's me right now. All right, stocks with news, ladies and gentlemen. We have IMRN, LGVN, PIXN, XGL, BNGO, ECOR. So we have quite a few stocks with news. Definitely wasn't like yesterday where we had like 15. We have a few. We have IMRN awarded a $6.2 million funding with the U.S. Department of Defense. And I tell you what, that's really good news, guys. I do like IMRN, right? IMRN has really good news. It's a low float, high relative volume, everything this stock needs to be a big time mover. I do like the news IMRN. We are going to dive into IMRN here in a second. IMMX produced 50% positive response rate in first line therapy resistant cancer. So 50% positive response rate in first line therapy resistance cancer related news as well. So IMMX has good news also. LGV and announcing today publication of the design and rationale from its recently completed phase 2 study. So again, they're just today announcing the publication of the design and rationale from its phase 2 trial. Again, we're looking for keywords in press releases, right? Positive phase 2 trial, positive phase 3 trial, meeting primary endpoints, cancer related, large sums of money, government contracts. We're looking for keywords in these press releases. We really don't have those keywords in LGVN. And if we go look at LGVN, right, we just don't have the hype around the stock. Why? Because we're really not seeing those keywords that get traders excited. Why is IMRN right? Why is this one getting action? We have those keywords in that press release. IMMX, why is this one moving? We have keywords in that press release that traders are looking for. So again, always know what keywords to be looking for. And if you guys do not know the hot keywords to look for in a press release, I got you guys covered, right? What kind of mentor and leader would I be if I didn't have all of this stuff, all these tools and these resources? So there you guys go. Save that to your computer. If you're ever looking at a press release and you don't know if it's good or if it's bad, just go ahead and look at those hot keywords to look for in a press release, guys, and you're all set, ready to rock, ready to roll, okay? So as we go through our morning stock newsletter, again, we're looking for these keywords. These are all stocks with news, but which stocks are good news, right? We can definitely see that IMRN has great news, right? Funding with the U.S. Department of Defense, large sum of money, okay? That's definitely what we want to see. Cancer-related news, okay? Cancer-related news. That's why INMX is moving on up, okay? We also have NXGL announcing the launch of Metagel, can't even say that, Clear Comfort Hydrogel Patch. As trader Girl Beth said, you put it on your scabs or your feet, right? And it helps it, right? We were all laughing about that this morning. So you got PIX yesterday moved up. It's moving up again today. PIK. And the reason PIK is moving is because Saved by the Bell decided to tweet about it. Yeah, Zach Morris with Saved by the Bell decided to tweet about it. And anytime he tweets about something, those stocks get some hype. So we'll keep that one on watch to see if it has more juice left in it today. Since Mr. Saved by the Bell went ahead and tweeted something about that yesterday. You got BNGO reporting unaudited preliminary financial highlights for the fourth quarter. So you got fourth quarter revenue, fourth quarter earnings. And then last but not least, we have ECOR, Gamma Core Non-Invasive Vagus Nerve Stimulation. NVNS receives Breakthrough Device Designation. Keyword, Breakthrough Device Designation, right? Not cancer related, but PTSD, right? PTSD, which is very serious as well, just like Alzheimer's and other keywords we see in press releases. So we even have ECOR that we're going to be checking out, right? So let's go ahead and dive into these stocks one by one by one. We know what the press release is on IMRN, one of the best press releases, right? One of the best here in pre-market. IMRN is currently up 56%. It's trading high relative volume, 14.6 million shares, 43,000 shares on average. Extremely high relative volume. Some of the best, we call it RVOL, 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 relative volume. Some of the best relative volume, RVOL, here in pre-market. So if you ever hear anybody say RVOL, you know what that is. It's relative volume, okay? And it's a very nice low float stock, under 5 million in float. This is the ideal stock to be a big time runner, right? This is a stock that has great news, stock that has high relative volume, right? Stock that's a low float. It's a stock that's ran before in the past. We've seen the stock gap up before and rip to $28 in a single day. We've also seen the stock gap up, spike, and go red. Here's what we have to think about, regardless of how good the press release is, regardless of how low the float is, regardless of how much volume is on a stock. What do we have to be mindful of, guys? All right, regardless of anything, what do we have to be really, really, really mindful of? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller. Bueller. Make sure you guys are set to live in chat. Make sure you guys are live. Not a Head and Shoulders. No. Not talking about this stock in specifically. Not talking about this stock specifically. Okay. Exactly. Small caps has not held up. Small caps have been absolutely crap lately. Market conditions, rug pulls. Regardless of how much you love a press release and how great the volume is and how low the float is, and no matter how good the thing looks, consistently, we have not seen stocks hold on up, right? We've seen random stocks get the action. PIK, because Zach Morris talks about it. This is a stock that rips and then it pulls back and doesn't do anything else. And then it rips it. Again, a lot of these stocks, guys, that have credible reasons to be moving, and we're like, wow, this is the stock, right? These stocks aren't really doing anything. Market conditions with small caps are really, really hit or miss, right? Tons of rug pulls, tons of false breakouts, tons of dumping all over the place. Small caps have not held up. Market conditions have not been that great with small cap penny stocks. They haven't, right? So again, it's really not being the guinea pig. Please don't be the guinea pig. Please don't put your entire account to the long side on a stock just because it's juicy and it's great and you love everything about it, because market conditions are not giving us what we need to see these nice big moves. Don't be the guinea pig. Play the market. How have I been playing the market? Shorting the crap out of it. Literally, shorting the crap out of the market, number one, or waiting for one of these stocks to dump. If a stock's not shortable, I'm not taking it long. I'm looking for those false breakouts. I'm looking for those big dumps, and I'm looking to buy the dip. I'm only really trading two approaches with small caps. It's shortable stock. I will short the crap out of it, right? Into those rug pulls. It's been working out great. Or if a stock's not shortable, looking for a rug pull still, and then buying the dip for a quick 20, 30 cent bounce. That's what's been working in this market, right? Solid patterns, solid breakouts, solid setups, right? Just haven't really been playing out consistently. So just be mindful of that and the overall market conditions, okay? So IMRN, right now we do have a little bit of a head and shoulders formation. If we do break this neckline, okay, and we do crack the neckline and we actually see this head and shoulders formation playing out, we have room back down to this pre-market low at 366 here on IMRN. Right now, resistance could be right off these two shoulders, right? So we got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, okay? So if we do not crack the neckline and we do not actually complete the head and shoulders and we hold up, and this is more of a double bottom here, we need a break over 446, 450. Then we could see it up towards around 479 and then back up towards around $5 here on IMRN. Now, if it ever breaks 5, one of your main levels of resistance is going to be your 200 SMA right at 524, right? That's what we have going on here with IMRN. PIK, again, this stock, Mr. Saved by the Bell, talking about this stock in his Twitter yesterday. Got some great volume, some great action. He's making a crap ton. You know, he's buying down here at 450, tweeting about it, selling at $7. Smart guy. And I do like this, believe it or not, from a technical standpoint. It's not all that bad, right? We had yesterday's resistance, yesterday's high. We had a little bit of issues there in post-market, breaking above that $7 mark. And we broke above it really nice in post-market. We are now pulling back to this level here in pre-market, and we see that we have just a little bit of this double bottom. We put in some market structure, a double bottom, off prior resistance, new support. Now all we need to wait to see is this downtrend break. We can break this downtrend. We're all set, ready to rock and roll, guys. We could definitely see this back up towards around $8.15, right off that spiking high there. Some resistance from post-market as well. And then 860, which is that pre-market high. Now, if we break over 860, I'm calling 875, right? 875 is just a psychological level of resistance for penny stocks. So we're looking at 850 to 875 resistance. If we can break over that 875, we do have room to 10, and then possibly that high of 1049 here on PIK. Okay. Now, if we do crack below 7 and we do not hold up, we do not break the downtrend, we don't have the volume, and it looks like it's going to fade and fall, your next level of support is down towards around $5.98 to $6 here on PIK. All right, so we are watching this stock, long and short. I mean, it's not shortable. Let me see real quick. PI, some of these newer IPO stocks are not shortable. I may locate them and see if they're shortable. And we'll see. We'll see. I mean, anytime we see one of these, like, not gurus, but, person with a cult-like following, right? Sometimes these stocks do really, really well, and you don't want to short against that social media sentiment, right? You don't want to short against Wall Street bets. You don't want to short against anything Trump-related, right? DWAG, PHUN. You don't really want to short those right out of the gate, right off the bat. The Zach Morris thing, he's got like that cult-like following. You don't really want to short against that following because that social media sentiment and that hype and that FOMO really pushes stocks crazy to the upside. So you got to be very smart about what stocks you're shorting and the risk behind the short as well, and why you want to short the stock and why it's even moving in the first place. So always think about that, guys, okay? But PIK, we're definitely watching the stock. Again, $7 support. If we can break the downtrend, we have room to 817, 850 to 875, and then anything over 875, we have room up towards around $10, okay? NXGL. All right, what was the news again on NXGL? Announces the launch of MetaGel, Clear Comfort Hydrogel Patch. Wow. 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 I mean, I am just I'm just absolutely blown away with this news, right? They have these patches that are going to prevent foot blisters. I mean, wow. They don't make anything like that. This is a first of the kind. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not all that crazy about it, right? Very sarcastic there. So with NXGL, I mean, we have news. It got an initial pop, but it wasn't really like great news. It's not any kind of news we're looking for in these like hot press releases, right? It's not a hot keyword. It's blah. It's bland. We got a quick little pop. We see a lot of profit taking. It's all the way back down towards around the low threes now. So, we'll keep it on watch as a back burner. But the reason why it had that quick pop and it's selling on off is because the news wasn't anything that hot to really drive a lot of, interest into it. So right now we have light support right around like 328, 329 on NXGL. We can see if we can hold this on up. And if we do, and we see a solid bounce, that would be a little bit of a double bottom here, market structure. We'll see if we can hold on up. Maybe we see some volume move back in and some action on NXGL. Right now, I'm not going to look to touch it because if we do crack that 330 level, that support that we're currently sitting at, we do have room down to $3, right? And you could see a dip buy at $3, right? You have prior resistance at $3, okay, on the daily chart. You have psychological support at $3, and you have the 20 EMA. So if this stock opens and cracks 329, 330, and dumps straight down the $3, and you guys like buying the dip, this would be a great dip buy opportunity. Maybe catch about 15 to 20 cents out of it on a dip buy at $3 if we crack this level of support we're currently sitting at. That's one approach, okay? The other approach is the stock opens, it holds that level, strong green candle, we break the neckline off the double bottom right around 370, and we could see the stock back up over 4, testing those pre-market highs. That's another option on NXGL. But again, thinking of overall market conditions, we're seeing more stocks pop and fade. Pop and fade. I would be looking to short a stock like this if it was shortable, right? Off a quick panic pop out of the gate, short that, and then look maybe for a dip buy opportunity down towards around 3. So we'll have to look at this stock, see what opportunity presents itself. But again, I do like the idea of a dip buy off $3, maybe for a quick, easy 15 to 20 cents. Okay, that's what's going on with NXGL. We got BNGL with some revenue, right? We got some revenue, 2021 revenue, 17 million. to 17.9. Q4 revenue, 5 million to 6 million versus 5.44. So slightly better there. BNGO got some initial hype. The main reason I think the stock is really even moving up still is because BNGO is a former supernova stock. I remember the stock breaking $1. What was it? Late last year? Not last year, but the year before, 2021. This stock broke $1, right? We talk about this all the time. The longer a stock is underneath of $1, when it breaks, they go on big time rips. This stock was under $1 for almost a whole year. It broke $1. Look where it went. Supernova went all the way to $15, right? So this is a former supernova stock. Traders remember ticker BNGO. So anytime there's any slight reason for the stock to move, you see some action, right? You see the stock move a little bit. But here's the thing. It's not all that great, guys. It's really not. You got a lot of resistance at 305 to 311, right? Let's just see if it breaks and holds 305 to 311. If it breaks and holds 305 and that 311, 20 EMA, now I'm interested, right? Maybe we have some opportunity to our next level of resistance, which is 373. But right now, we don't have the best of the best volume. It's really not the best of the best, press release, not a strong catalyst. We have better opportunity out there, in my honest opinion. But BNGO needs to be on watch. It is moving on up. We do have a catalyst here on BNGO. It's a former supernova stock. We know the stock can move. We just really need to sit back, relax, and wait for this stock to see if it can get some volume, because right now it's only trading 500,000 shares. On average, it trades 9. So we don't even have anywhere close to the average volume here in pre-market, telling me, once again, there is better opportunity. And I think that better opportunity is going to be with IMMX, right? I think that better opportunity with IMRN, maybe even PIK, right? Believe it or not, yeah, maybe even PIK. We got about 4 minutes left. What's up with IMMX, guys? All right, that's another stock that I think has good opportunity on IMMX, right? IMMX here produced 50% positive response rate cancer-related study. All right, so again, keyword to look for there at IMMX. IMMX, number 3 on the leaderboard, 11.5 million shares, on average 15 million shares. Again, this stock was moving a little bit last week and the week before. I didn't like the stock, right? It was good in pre-market. I remember the stock. It was great in pre-market. It moved consistently. It held up. But out of the gate, this stock was absolutely disgusting. It spiked and dumped. The next day it spiked and dumped. The next day it spiked and dumped. The next day it dumped. I mean, look at it. Spike, dump, spike, dump, spike, dump. Anytime the stock gaps up and moves, it dumps on back down. So again, be mindful of what the stock does itself, and then be mindful of market conditions, right? Be mindful of both of those things, right? Market conditions, number one, stink right now, right? We all say they kind of suck. They're choppy. It's hard with penny stocks. Nothing holds up. Nothing's consistent. And this stock last week, I remember the stock last week, right? Don't you guys remember the stock? How it spiked out of the gate and then just dumped, and then moved again the next day, gapped up and then dumped, and then moved again the next day and then dumped and then dumped. It was just like there was no opportunity to the long side. We'll see. This is a brand new day, a brand new week, a brand new reason for the stock to be moving. Anything can change, anything can happen, but you always have to be mindful of what the stock's done in the past, and just be mindful of that, guys, right? The last thing you want to do is go long and wonder why it closes at $5. Go long at 7 and be like, why did it close at $5? Well, if you would have just looked at the daily chart and applied market conditions to it as well, you would have an idea of why that's a possibility and how that's really likely for that to happen, okay? So with that being said, IMMX, we have some news. We have a low float stock, right? We have some good volume. We have yet to surpass the average volume, but we will surpass the average volume today because we're right at the average volume here in pre-market over the last hour, hour and a half. Again, Cole, the good news, low float. There is a lot of opportunity here with IMMX, but always think from a psychological standpoint. Me as a professional trader, I think this stock sucked last week. I wish I could have shorted the stock last week. I wouldn't go long on it. This stock was duty, right? I'm thinking that again today, and I think maybe other traders are thinking the same thing. The stock was duty, no long opportunities. I'm not touching it. I don't know. Just be smart, be safe, have a plan, right? Have a plan. Make sure you execute upon that plan flawlessly. Do not get caught up holding bags or anything like that, guys. But we could see opportunity. Again, it's a brand new week, a brand new day, and a brand new reason for the stock to be moving, okay? IMMX. Last but not least, we got about 2 minutes to go here. ECOR. We're not going to talk too much about ECOR because it's flatlining in pre-market, okay? But we did have good news. They did receive breakthrough device designation. But right now, ECOR simply has no volume. has no activity, has no movement. Back burner stock, okay? Back burner stock here on ECOR. So back burner is ECOR. Another back burner I'm going to say is BNGO. Another back burner stock is going to be NXGL. NXGL. We're just reorganizing this watch list. And another back burner is my favorite, ISIG. Yep. So another one is going to be ISIG as the back burner stock for those pump and dumps. ISIG. So top stocks out of the gate team. IMRN, PIK, IMMX. Top three stocks, right? Eliminating the noise, focusing on the stocks that have the best opportunity. And today that's three stocks. We got four back burners. We got ECOR, has news, it could move. We have BNGO, news, it is moving, but again, there's literally no volume on the stock and it's a large float, okay? If it can break 305, 311, maybe we have some opportunity there on BNGO. NXGL, we talked about this. It's an okay press release. There is a catalyst. Let's see if it holds on up that 330, and let's see if we have a nice little double bottom here on NXGL. Now, I don't think we talked about where the stock could go based on the daily chart, but based on that daily chart, if we break over pre-market highs, you're looking at 439, 466, and then potentially $5. All right. And then last but not least, ISIG for those phenomenal pump and dumps that we all love so much. So what stock do you think is going to be the best today? Go ahead and cast your vote real quick, ladies and gentlemen. You got 7 seconds to do so. What stock do you think is going to do the best today? Cast your vote. Let's see what you guys are thinking, and let's go ahead and get our day started. So right now, what are we looking at? It's tied between other and IMMX. I got me thinking PIK. Someone saying BNGO. Again, keep casting those votes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you guys are thinking here. All right, we got 17 votes. No, that's not 17. We got 10 votes. Guys, vote it up. Use the system. What are we looking at? Other. You guys don't think it's going to be anything. You guys think it's going to be other. What other do you think it's going to be, guys? Type it up inside the chat. What other do you think it's going to be? Right now, market's open. We're all set, ready to rock and roll. Again, we are watching IMRN off to the side. We are watching IMMX here on the live stream. Right now, again, everybody in chat saying other, and it's pretty tight across the board. Frank, what's up? Good morning. Yeah, ISIG like always for the pump and dump. ISIG for the pump and dump. I love it. Oh, yeah, VINE. That was one from yesterday as well. My bad, guys. We didn't really have a chance to talk about some of yesterday's movers, and VINE was one that ripped yesterday like crazy. So let's watch VINE as well. I definitely think VINE, we should keep this one on watch. It is halted. VINE will be live at 9:36:03, guys. 9:36:03. We will be live on VINE, but we do have some resistance we need to get above. Right around 613 on VINE. Nothing yet with IMMX, nothing with PIK, nothing with IMRN. So we're just going to look for VINE for this one to resume here, guys, and see what we have in store here. All right, so VINE, watching this one, the stock went yesterday from $4.28 all the way to $8. We can see this pop on off again. Newer IPO stock. These are volatile. They can be risky, but if you trade them correctly, you can make some good cash, guys. IMNM. That's a tongue twister. IMNM. Jesus. IMNM. Aneminem. Okay, this is a random halt, so don't worry about that, guys. Aneminem. Watching VINE, got about 3 minutes left to go. Nothing with ISIG. NXGL is trying to hold above that 330, guys. So just kind of watching this one above 330 here on NXGL. This was the foot blister news. They're helping people with the foot blisters. No longer will you have a foot blister. Your feet will be protected with our gel pads. NXGL. We're going to the moon. Again, VINE should be live at 9:36:03. Got about 2 minutes left there, guys. About 2 minutes left there. My TOS is running very slow today, guys. Very slow. I'm looking at the SPY and the Qs as well. The SPY, what I'm looking for, guys, obviously we're gapping up, but I want to see a retest of yesterday's high. And yesterday's high is also a retest of the 20 EMA. I will not touch the SPY until I see it down around that 470 level, 469.77, 470. I mean, again, we've had a nice 3-day rebound, nice little gap up today. But I want to see the retest of that 20 EMA and yesterday's high, yesterday's close. I'd like to see that retest before I think about getting involved there on the SPY. Right now, the SPY to the upside. We could see it next up towards around 474. Same thing with the Qs, guys, right? I'm simply kind of looking for this bet to come back down and just retest yesterday's highs before we might see a bounce and that leg on up. You do have resistance here on the Qs at your 20 EMA. So you are coming into resistance right around 390.61 on the Qs. BTCS was one that we were talking about Monday for the break over 5 up to that 563. That actually played on out, not Monday. No, we weren't looking at it Monday. This was a yesterday stock that we were looking at, right? It had the break, it failed, it broke, it held, and it finally moved on very light volume, but it made its move, that 60 cent plus. If we're looking at this stock again now, and we want to take our attention back on over to Vine before it goes live here, your next target is going to be $7. Support right now is going to be $6.10. All right, we should be live here in a second on VINE, guys. VINE halt level was $5 or $6. All right, VINE should be live at 9:36:03. We are not live. Looking like we're going to go into a 10-minute halt. VINE. So let's go back over to BTCS real quick. I don't want to rush through that, but looking at yesterday's highs to hold up as support, 6 to 610 support right now on BTCS with room to 7. And then next would be your gap fill here on the daily, right around 774, 775 to fill that gap. So as long as we hold 610, right, you have room to 7, breaking over 7, 774 would be your next level of resistance. That is a gap fill there on the daily chart. But here's something to be mindful of. Downtrend on the daily. Rebecca, look at your downtrend. Spiking high, spiking high. Where are we coming into and stopping right now? Where did we just push to and just stop? Right? We stopped right at this downtrend. So that's something to be mindful of as well, as you do have this clear downtrend on the daily chart, and you're stopping right at that level here intraday, right around 662. So you got to break 662, 670 strong, right? Strong. $7, you're feeling good. You have room to 774. That's 10% that you could possibly see out of BTCS. OCGN just can't get the love. All right, OCGN just can't get the love. We were talking about this one here in pre-market. There's news left and right. I feel like every week we're talking about OCGN, but it just never does anything. Yeah, pre-market, it was moving here a little bit, but so far now it doesn't look great at all, right? At all. You have support on the daily chart, 366. You have some prior resistance, and it's a prior breakout level on OCGN. So old resistance turning into new support. And we could see that we pretty much came down and bounced off that level here, right? Not to the penny, but close, 390. And we had that prior resistance, new support right around 366. But again, this stock does move, but it continuously gets pulled down. We have news, it pops, it drops. News, it pops, and then a couple days later, it drops. So, there's usually some action in pre-market, normally some action on the days that it has news, but it always normally comes right back down. It has yet to really, find that base, to really find that support, to really start showing some strength that it's going to move back to the upside. So my thoughts on OCGN is when you see news, right, you can trade it because it moves. When you see news, you can trade it, make some quick profits. But do you want to really hold on to this stock? I don't, because anytime it does pop, it drops. It pops, it drops. It pops, it drops. It pops, locks, and then drops. So I'd be quick to get into OCGN when you see news because you know it will move a little bit, lock in some quick, easy profits, and then wait for the next time it has a press release. Do the same thing. Rinse and repeat until we can actually see, all right, we're out of this downtrend. We're starting to work ourselves into a little bit of an uptrend. Now we're looking good for a bigger move to the upside. AMD resistance at 141. Yep. AMD resistance right at that 141. That is where I have my 20 EMA. My 20 EMA is at 140.99. You're at 140.91. You're right there. Yep. That's going to be your 20 EMA. And that's going to be a level that's going to not be hard, but you're going to see it probably get rejected once or twice and then maybe get a break. And if you get that break on AMD, your next target would be 143.63 to the upside. Is Vine live yet? It was halted at 931.03, so 941.03. We have less than a minute to go here on VINE. Less than a minute to go on VINE. So right now, that's the pretty much the number one stock I'm watching right now at this point in time. All right, guys. So I'm watching VINE right now. I have a bid at 510 and an ask at 650. That got halted on 800 shares, just so you guys know. 800 shares, just so you know. That's how it got halted. And it's still halted. 941.03 should have been the live time. Right now, it's halted past 10 minutes. Right now, it is halted past 10 minutes on VINE. Mexoids, what do you mean? What price will it continue? Oh, the halt? What are you talking about, Mexoids? On the halt on VINE? Again, not a lot really happening with small caps, guys. We're probably going to start taking our attention. So right now, I see a bid at 510, but I see an ask at 650. So right now, it's not really clear on where this is going to go live at. We're live on VINE, guys. We are live on VINE. Getting halted again here. That was a weird unhalt time. That was like 11 minutes and 2 seconds. That was a weird live time on VINE. That was a tough one. You would have never caught that one anyway, to be honest, unless you chased it and FOMO'd in. What does M mean when something is halted? M. What do you mean? What does M mean when something is halted? It doesn't say limit up, limit down, LU. I've never seen an M. When it's halted and there's an M. Where are you seeing that, Spaz? I mean, you have different halt codes. You have like T2, T12, stuff like that. Some are halt because of news. Some are going to be halted, because of volatility. But currenttradinghalts.com. I typed in current trading halts on Google and I don't see that. I don't know an M. I know like LUDP, limit up, down P, but M. Current trading halts. Okay, current trading halt. I mean, I got NASDAQ. I go to this site. This is where I go, Spaz, to find the halts through NASDAQ. And then M. Let's scroll down and see what an M is, because I know, again, you have LUDP, T1, T2, T3. So an M is, well, looks like, okay, volatility trading pause. So here's a link. So if you want trading halt codes, here's a trading halt code cheat sheet. So M, volatility trading pause. Trading has been paused in an exchange listed issue. Category code equals C. But usually you see LUDP, volatility trading pause. So the normal one is LUDP, volatility trading pause. But you also have M, which is volatility trading pause. But it also gives you a little bit more of a definition. Trading has been paused in an exchange listed issue, right? So it says a little bit more. It's not just volatility trading pause. It's volatility trading pause has been paused in an exchange listed issue. Market category code C. So normally, again, you see LU, right? You see the LUDP is the normal ones, the common ones you see. Again, I don't really check that a whole lot. I don't really go to tradinghalts.com. I don't really do that because normally if you look down at the like the ticker streamer or the news streamer, it'll say volatility, or if it was like market pending or like news pending. So IMMX, guys, here comes IMMX. So this stock out of the gate, pulling on back to those pre-market lows, getting some nice action here up to 750. Let's see if this stock can actually break on over this 750. See if this stock can actually prove itself and see if it can actually be a consistent mover despite what it did the last couple of weeks here on IMMX. So right now the SPY, this is the third touch of the downtrend here on the SPY. This is the third point of this downtrend here on the SPY. So I'm looking to see if this is going to crack back down to like 471 here. Going to see if we can get hit a little hard here. Let's take half there on the SPY. Not a lot. Not as big as I wanted, but it's popping back up off the POC, the POC, the point of control. So I got to take profits quick because you know that the POC, the point of control, does bounce. And it could bounce just straight up and stop you out. So I'm locking in the little baby profit I have on the SPY short. Again, saw at the trend line, the downtrend, saw at the VWAP. I jumped in real quick for a quick scalp. But then when I looked over, I was like, oh, the POC's right there. So I'm at 471.55. I'm only up 20 cents a share. I'm still holding half my position to see if we come down lower. Looking to see if we can crack on down below that 471.20 level. But again, the POC, the point of control on the volume profile, is a level that does tend to hold up as support. But I'm still trying to be patient to see if we can get pulled down a little bit more here. Yes, Mexoids, the POC. The POC stands for point of control. So it's a volume profile. Here, I got to get out of it real quick. One sec, guys. Shut this off. Yeah, the POC, point of control. So if you have a volume profile, right? So if you have a volume profile, you're going to see something called the POC, which is the point of control. And it's where the most amount of volume has been traded, right? The POC, or point of control, is where the most amount of volume has been traded at a certain price, right? If you look at volume down here, that's volume based on time. Volume profile is going to show you volume based on price. And this red line is a POC, right? The points of control. That's where the most amount of volume has been traded. So I flipped long on the SPY, guys. Off that downtrend break, bounce off the point of control, the higher low, a little bit of that reversal. That's a little bit of a boom, boom, bang, right, guys? You got the boom, 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 bang. That higher low, 4th point break of the downtrend, signaling a possible reversal above pre-market support and above the point of control as well. So I thought it was worth, giving it a little bit of a go here for a possible reversal above 472 here on the SPY. Yeah, I can show you guys how to set up the volume profile. Absolutely, absolutely. The Qs are struggling this morning. Yeah, the Qs are definitely struggling here a little bit, aren't they, Corey? The SPY is trying to get some action towards it. The SPY is trying to get another leg to the upside. I mean, looking at next overhead resistance, next level of resistance is going to be, say, like 473.87, right? Underneath this low here and that spiking high. But you could see some resistance right there as well off that spiking high, which we already pretty much hit that this morning. So that's that high a day right there, that resistance from that gap up and then that big red day. And you're going to have some resistance up towards around that 473.87 here on the SPY. E-Trade Pro has the best volume profile. Yeah, TD's is not the great. TD Ameritrade really isn't all the best. I like TradingView's volume profile, but I don't like TradingView. So IMRN, that thing's getting hit. PIK, nothing there, guys. IMMX still may have some potential, right? We still may have some potential here on IMMX, but right now there's nothing visually appealing. It's not like, oh, we have this really beautiful pattern, this really beautiful formation. We don't really have a strategy, right? Where our edge is going to be, consistent here. It's not shortable either, so I can't really do anything to the short side on IMMX. So right now, I'm really kind of sitting on my hands, guys. I took a trade this morning in pre-market. I was down 155 on IMRN, and that one trade didn't really work all that great for me on the SPY. Plus, my phone started going off, so I went ahead and just got out. I went ahead and just got out for like 90 bucks. So right now, I'm down 63 bucks. 2 trades, down 63. I'm just sitting back on my hands, guys, being patient, looking to see where the opportunity is. All right, where's the best of the best setup? Where's the best of the best trade that we can get involved with and make some easy money in the market, right? Where is it? Right now, I don't see it. Right now, we're learning how to be patient, guys. We got to be patient. And that's what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing. We're being patient right now with a capital P-A-Y. Right? Patient with a P-A-Y. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know how I'm getting involved with VINE. Did anybody get VINE after the first halt or the second halt? Risky stuff. Risky biscuits, guys, on VINE. I'm not here to gamble, right? I'm not here in the market to gamble, guys. I'm not. I'm here to make easy cash, easy money, consistent. If I want to gamble, I'll take $1,000 to the casino and I'll play some blackjack, some roulette. That's fun. I don't want to gamble in the stock market, right? Gambling in the stock market isn't fun, right? You get mad. You get mad when you gamble in the market because you lose money and it's like, fuck, right? You go to the casino and gamble. When you lose money at the casino, it's at least fun, right? At least you're drunk. And it doesn't hurt as bad. Don't gamble in the stock market, guys. I tell you what, like getting into VINE, that's a gamble, man. I tell you what, that's tough. That's tough. Vine candles look like vines. Yeah, just straight up. FATH is now live. There's no news here. It kind of crept up on very light volume in pre-market, no news. And right now it's very jumpy. I mean, look at how jumpy this is. Last halt, gap up, dump, right? Look at the trend of the stock. We had a halt, slight gap up, and then dumped. Down some, a base, consolidated, ripped, right? Same thing here. Opened up out of the halt, dump. Wait for it to kind of just sit sideways, right? Sit sideways. And if you start to see that volume creeping back in, maybe you take a quick scalp for a potential big time rip on up into a halt. But it's risky to do that. It's risky, but just look at what it's done. Pop, unhalt, dump, consolidate. Pop, unhalt, dump. Let's see if it consolidates. We see that consolidation. Maybe we get that pop and you can make a quick 50 cents. Yep, Mexoids, I like it. A little bit of an inverse head and shoulders formation, a little bit of that reversal. Starting to form here on PIK, so that's worth watching. Good eye, good analysis there. So if you guys like PIK, you got that little bit of that inverse head and shoulders, and needs to break back above 7. We can start to break back above $7. We're not looking all that bad here on PIK. I mean, AMD looks like a short all day. AMD to the DZ looks like a short all day at this point in time. If it doesn't break the VWAP, doesn't break the POC or the downtrend. You got this nice downtrend. Just came up into the third point. Quick little dump. Let's sit back and wait. Let's see. If this breaks the downtrend, we may have a reversal here on AMD as well. Right? If we can break the downtrend, the VWAP, and the point of control, we could see some volume really start to move on in here to AMD. But if we see this rejection and we really see that selling pressure, we could see it get pulled back down to like 138 here on AMD. So keep this on watch if you guys are watching AMD. As long as it's below the downtrend, the POC, and the VWAP right there at 139.20, you could still see it move lower back down to 138. If you start to see that buying volume move in and you're seeing the break of that level, you could look to take that long up towards around the 140.25 level and then 140.50. How's Microsoft looking? Microsoft, big U shape. This is the second touch at the high of day. Let's see if it breaks on the second attempt at high of day on Microsoft. Regardless, if we get a break on Microsoft, right, we break above that level, it's got some great room to 325.85 on Microsoft. So watching Microsoft as well, seeing if it's actually going to break and hold above that prior high or if it's going to pull back and then break on the third touch. We know stocks typically get big time breaks on the third attempt. You get one touch, two touch. The third one usually gets the biggest breaks. So right now, just look and see if this can actually break and hold on up here on Microsoft. The awesome oscillator. The AO. AO! Yeah, VINE, guys. Again, she's a risky one, right? VINE, it's a risky one. Look at the float. The float's under $1 million, okay? The float's under $1 million. It's like 600,000 in float. The stock could rip freaking $10 if it wanted to, like in just 1 minute. Very, very low float. VINE is trading 1.1 million shares today. Yesterday, VINE was able to trade 7 million, and that was just pretty much at the end of the day there. It's just risky trying to nail this right here. I'm not touching it, guys. I don't see a reason to get involved right here. I mean, do you see a pattern? Do you see a setup? Do you see an opportunity? Do you see an entry? I mean, I don't. Right now at this point in time, it's definitely a gamble. All right, let's go put $100 on 22, and let's see if it hits. You know, I'm not really seeing the opportunity here on VINE right now, guys. Biggest reason a stock would be halted is going to be volatility. The stock moves up way too quick, way too fast, and it triggers what we call a circuit breaker halt. And it pauses trading 5, 10, 20 minutes just to let traders collect themselves, settle down a little bit, and then it resumes. So that's normally what you see halts for, is going to be circuit breaker halts due to volatility. We can take NXGO off the watch list. We can take BNGO off the watch list. ECOR is just a slow, steady grinder. IMMX really hasn't set up for us, guys. PIK tried to get that quick reversal, but now it looks like it's just struggling a little bit. Again, not looking to really take these stocks long. IMRN is doing absolutely nothing right now, which is really unfortunate. Good press release. But again, market conditions and penny stocks. All right, we called it this morning. Market conditions, penny stocks, it's really so hit or miss. Right? Very hit or miss. You get the random stocks that move, right? The random stocks that are moving that are pretty challenging to trade, pretty risky. So how do you trade a stock like VINE? You take what we call FOMO size. You're not FOMOing in, but you take what's called FOMO size, right? You're not taking 1,000 shares to get stopped out at $1 loss because you know the stock can move $1, $2, just like that. Who wants to lose $2,000 on a really risky trade? Maybe take 100 shares. Right? And look to see if it goes to $20 today. We call it FOMO size. It's a way for you to get involved, right? But not to put your account at risk or to take an unnecessary big time loss, but still have something on the table just in case it is that stock that just pushes and halts, pushes and halts, pushes and halts, pushes and halts all the way to $20. You never know what's going to happen. You got to be smart. You have to ask yourself, all right, the stock comes down to like $5. And I buy it right now, how much am I willing to lose? Am I willing to lose $3 a share? And if so, how many shares am I going to buy? We call that FOMO sizing, right? Just to get your feet wet if you want to take advantage of it. But I'm not touching it, just so you guys know. I'm not personally touching it right now. IMRN is doing nothing right now. Yeah, So yeah, guys, right now, really sitting back on the hands. I've had 2 trades on the day. 2 trades, and I'm right around break even. We're not seeing really good opportunity. What's the saying? Sometimes the best trade is no trade, right? Sometimes the best trade is no trade. Don't be an unprofessional and just be out here trading everything because it moves. You're always going to be asking yourself, why am I not making it? Why am I not successful? Because you're not being a professional. There's a reason why 95% of people fail. They can't get into this professional mindset. It's tough, but you guys have the professional mindset inside the chat. You realize that you're not just going to trade something because it moves 2 cents. You're not just going to jump into something because you have the urge or your emotions take control. You're a professional. You're calm. You're cool. You're collected. You have a playbook. You wait. You're patient with a capital P-A-Y. When we see the opportunity and the opportunity presents itself, we trade it. But we're not trading if there's no opportunities, right? And I know that's hard to do. I know it makes it boring, right? We want to trade. We want to jump into stuff. We want to make money. But we have to be professionals. We can't just trade something because it's moving. We have to be smart. We have to be professionals. We have to make sure that we're doing what's right. Yeah, I mean, IMMX is a really good, right? IMMX is a really good example on how you use volume profile. I mean, look at the POC, right? The points of control. There's a lot of support, a lot of resistance. I mean, we could clearly see that POC, that points of control, is really holding this stock down pretty hard, pretty heavy, right? So as long as we're below that level, you know, it's pretty bearish, right? It looks pretty weak. Sellers are in control. It's going to be tough for buyers to get through that level to the upside. But if we can break and get above that level, buyers could definitely be in control, and we could easily move back up towards around that 750, 760, and then up towards around that pre-market high of 798. But right now it looks weak, as it's really just struggled to get above that point of control. You know, what I would be doing if you guys have the urge to trade like really sloppy setups because you feel like you just want to get involved in something just to say you're in a trade, no one really cares at the end of the day. If I'm just in a trade, I mean, no one really cares. I want to be in a trade for myself because I want to make money, right? That's the goal. I want to make money. If you really just have that urge, right, get into a paper account and have fun, okay? Get into a paper account, have fun, and then, you know, save your real account for the opportunities, okay? What are you guys looking at? Let's do this. You know, get me involved a little bit. Ask me some questions. Ask me about stocks. Bring something to my attention. Again, I've just kind of been scrolling through my intraday watch list as far as, you know, everything that was moving. We've been looking at our up gappers, breakout scanners, halts, resumes. Nothing's standing out to me right now. And we kind of knew that coming into the day, right? That it was going to kind of be slow because that's what we've seen the last, you know, couple days this week and even last week a little bit. Looking for an entry on SPY. Haven't found it yet, though. Let's just look at the SPY real quick, right? Let's look at the SPY. We know we have some resistance there at that 472.72, and we came right up and got rejected off that level. So right now, you know, you're right. We don't really see an entry yet at this point in time, but let's sit here and just watch the SPY. Is that what you guys want to do? Let's take a vote. Do you guys want to sit here and just wait for a trade on the SPY to present itself and not scroll back and forth? Or is there one stock you want to put all our focus on? There's one stock you want to put all of our focus on. Let's put all of our focus on one stock. All right, let's watch the SPY. Crap, I forgot we're live on YouTube. All right, guys, have an awesome day on the tube. Moving forward, all right, just so you guys know, we will not be going live on YouTube anymore. All right, in the mornings. I know you're gonna be like, what? That's stupid. Yeah, it's gonna be hosted on the platform, just so you guys know. So you'd have to come to the platform, and then you could literally come in to the platform between 9 and 9:30 and still get the live stream, right? You'll have a little free section where you can ask me questions. And I can get you guys an answer. Again, if I don't have members in chat asking questions and we're open, I'll answer those for you. But at least we'll be doing these live streams to get you guys prepared for the day still, but it'll just be hosted on the platform. All right. So again, you won't be going to YouTube. You'll be coming to the Alpha Day Trading, enrolling for a free membership to get access to the free streams. And that's going to allow me to make sure that I don't forget that we're still live 30 minutes later. I love you all. Happy, safe trading. I do this to help you guys out. I do this to help you guys get prepared, get you guys in the right mindset for the day, and to kind of just like lead by example, right? Like we're not trading right now because there's no setups, right? There's no opportunities. If you want to trade and just trade, and that's all you want to do, go follow somebody that just trades all day and they break even at the end of the month, okay? So I know you guys are here for a reason because you actually want to make consistent profits. And again, making consistent profits, sometimes you have to sit on your hands, guys. And it's hard. It sucks. No one wants to sit on their hands. It's very boring right now. But again, when the opportunity is there, we're here to take advantage of it. So until then, be smart, trade safe, do what you know you got to do. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Steve, on your chart, the light green line on the 1 minute part of the pot. No, these are my support and my resistance levels, right? So these green lines on my chart, those are all of my support resistance. I have a gray line. That is my VWAP. And this red line is the POC, or the points of control. So here we go on the SPY, right? We had this nice little uptrend we came down to, took a lot of heat off the trend line, right? Took some heat off the trend line, but right over that level of resistance. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the SPY. Let's throw this on a 4-hour chart, and let's take a peek and see where we could go next, right? I'm actually going to bring our level down here to that spiking high at 473.55. Zoom in a little bit more. We got that lower shadow right there. And that's another level we could see this, 473.84. Up towards around that one at 474.14. And then we have a nice big window, right, up towards around 474.68. So right now we just broke over resistance. Old resistance turns into new support. Let's wait for the SPY to come down to old resistance and see if it does turn into new support here. Not those, the shaded, the ones that you can barely see that are transparent. Yeah, that's a part of the POC. Those are volume profiles, right? So these are the volume amounts. If I open this up, so here you go, you can see the volume amounts, right? So that you see those numbers. Those are the volume amounts. 9,408,000 or 94, whatever. So those are the amount of volume, right? The amount of shares traded at that set price, right? So if you undo that, boop, you can see here that this is where the most amount of volume is traded. Not so much here. That's why we were able to really push through this level. We just broke that level of resistance where we had a lot of control on volume, and now we're coming into an area where we haven't really had a lot of volume traded yet. So yes, those green light areas are a part of the volume profile. Those are the volume bars just at price, not at time.